Welcome to Ghost of a Podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Lagnato. I'm an astrologer, psychic medium, and animal communicator, and I'm going to give you your weekly horoscope and no bullshit mystical advice for living your very best life. B. Gayle, welcome to the podcast. What would you like a reading about?
Jessica, I would love a reading about my pattern of emotional activation regarding my marriage and my personal autonomy and space. I'm curious if I'm experiencing a deep emotional wound or avoiding the obvious, because I know I can do that sometimes. Thank you so much.
Okay, we're going to pull up your chart in a minute, but when you say avoiding the obvious, what would the obvious be?
The obvious to me would be that thing that's like red flag staring right in your face that everybody else can see. And it's like, oh, hey, girl.
I see. So you don't mean like something specific that's in your mind. You're just like, am I missing the obvious thing?
Yes.
I got it. Okay, I have so much to say in advance. Okay, let's pull up your chart. Hold on. So we're looking at your birth chart. You were born February 25th, 87, 12:26 a.m. in Portsmouth, Virginia. And there's so many layers of how I immediately want to respond to your question. But have you been feeling more activated in the last year approximately? Or is this like a chronic issue?
It feels chronic to me.
Okay.
Yet the last year has been, like at least times two.
Okay, excellent. And then how long have you been in your relationship?
We've been dating for 19 years, married for 12.
19 years.
It's insane.
It's like your whole adult life.
I was 19 years old. So
Wow.
like literally my entire adult life.
Wow. And is he older than you?
Yeah, by 3 years.
Okay, not significantly.
Yeah, same age.
Okay, same age. Great. Okay. We're going to talk about your marriage as much as you want to in a minute.
Okay.
But first, we're going to start with this. Look at you. You're a damn Pisces. You're so sweet. You don't want to be like aggressive. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. You're like sensy. You feel everything. And then again, look at you. Your moon is conjunct Venus. I don't care that it's in Capricorn. Your moon's conjunct Venus. You don't ever want to be the bad guy. You don't like being the villain. You don't like being inconvenient. You don't like being high maintenance. And you have like a tender heart. Tracks?
It does track. Yes.
Okay, here's the big fat butt. It's such a big butt.
One. It's so
such
big.
a big butt. Okay, you've got a Mars in Taurus. So it's like my way is the way, and it's opposite fucking Pluto. And so your needs are constantly in a battle with your survival mechanisms. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not all. And then you've Sagittarius intercepted your first house with a tight enough Saturn-Uranus conjunction right there in that first house. And what this means in English is it's really hard for you to figure out, like, do I need more space or less space? Do I need to be more free or do I need to have more responsibilities? Like, this is a chronic struggle for you. And you really, 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 really want to be free. But you also really, really, really want to be connected. And so it's just, there's an element of this being your shit that I think is like, we have to talk about. There's an element of this being like, oh my God, this is from your childhood, right? Like, so clearly. Yeah. It's like in the book of your life, you'd be like, but that's obvious. Like, that makes sense that would happen. Like, that is really clear. Yeah. And then there's also, in order to figure out how to navigate this stuff, whether we're talking about activation in your marriage or we're talking about navigating the kind of like limits and boundaries around freedom and safety and obligation, it requires for you to have space. And you are not great at giving yourself space. Now, I know you have human children, which is also like nobody gets a lot of space when they have human children. So we're going to talk about all this in a moment. But before we do, I have one more really important thing to share, which is that for the last year, Pluto's been squaring your Mars. And so this part of your personality, which learned at a very young age that you had to be assertive and dogged about your needs. Otherwise, they would be like kind of abused or taken advantage of. And at
Hmm.
the same time, if you stood up for yourself, there would be consequences. Like you learned
Yeah,
these like contradicting, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this kind of lesson?
that tracks.
Hmm. And so in the last year, Pluto by transit has been squaring your Mars, reinvigorating this issue. So you're having power struggles with people. Your level of activation, which is usually on a scale from 1 to 10, like at an 8, anyways. But like you're like 12, you're 12, you're 12, you're 12. And
Oh
so
my
it's a
gosh.
lot going on. So I
Hmm.
want to like just really validate that. But
Okay.
we're going to get to some shit. So don't worry. I'm going to have you ground me into, we can start with the marriage, or if there's another relationship or another situation going on that you would want me to look at.
I really do. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for opening that up.
Yes,
I
yes,
appreciate
yes. My
that.
pleasure.
Ah,
So what is it?
yeah. So I have a friendship and
Hmm.
there's a cycle happening, right? There's a pattern and I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, is that me? And it feels like this is a sister. This is
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
I mean, literally living together, like
Oh,
yum yum yum,
wow.
we love each other. I mean, not technically, but
Oh, but
almost.
like spending
We've
a lot of
merged
time together.
a lot of
Okay.
time.
Hmm.
We've literally merged and it's like I said, family.
Hmm.
And then there's a rupture
Hmm.
and then there's a ghosting or a cutoff
Yeah.
that I am left again like, did I miss something? Was it that obvious? Was I
Yeah.
avoiding having these hard conversations? And then once we did have a hard conversation, it's like, oh no, got to get out of here. She is, like you said, a 12.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm asking myself. Is it like, am I scary? Am I just
Okay. I have answers. Yeah, you're for sure scary. And also, no, you're not scary. They're both true.
fair?
Yeah. The truth of the matter is you're completely reasonable and diplomatic, except for when you're not.
Oh.
I mean, me and you both. I mean, what the fuck, I mean, that's life, right? I'm going to have you say her full name out loud.
Yes,
That's exactly what I thought I'd see. Is your mother still alive?
she
And
is.
are you in relationship with her?
I am.
Hmm. Do you see any similarities between your
I've
dynamic with your
never,
bestie and your mom?
never.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Hmm. Are you seeing them in this moment?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm taking her back. I see
Okay.
it with my partner.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm like, okay, tracking that can connect those
Yep.
dots, but with her, not one.
So you and the bestie were, like you said, like sisters, just like you saw things in the same way, you were on the same path. And then from what I'm seeing, something happened with her in her life
Yeah.
that changed her. Is that
Hmm.
correct?
That tracks. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's correct.
And then instead of her saying to you, I need you to be different in this way, or I have these new needs, she got a little weird and then disappeared.
Poof.
Okay. Have you seen your mom do this?
Mm.
Let me reframe this. With your mom, does she, and I'm not looking at her energetically yet, I'm looking at it through you. Does she say to you, yes, 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 yes? And then like, no, 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 no. Like hot and cold, all in, all out kind of energy.
I've been so distant that I would have to go back to like childhood, I
Yep.
feel like. Not recent. Oh,
Go
childhood?
to childhood. Yep.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So this bestie is what every single one of our friends besties are, basically. She feels
Mhm.
like family because she feels familiar. And what feels familiar to you and to everyone else is family. And for those of
Mhm.
us who have fucked up family situations, that's
Mhm.
not the best news in the world, right? And so this pattern with your bestie, it didn't have to come up before because you were kind of like mini me's to each other. You were
Yeah.
like, yes, girl, yes, girl, yes, girl,
Yeah.
yes, girl. And then the first time that there was something substantial where she was just like, you don't get it, instead of
Mhm.
her giving you a chance, and she feels she gave you a chance, by the way, like she feels she
Okay.
communicated. I don't
Fair.
think she communicated. I think she expected you to just like psychically get her because you had
Mm.
psychically gotten her before.
Mm. Yeah. I
And
can see
this
that.
and this is the thing, the pattern in your childhood of being beloved by a female family member. And then all of a sudden, for fucking mysterious reasons that you couldn't exactly track without having to
Mm.
like really think about it, having some sort of like rug pulled out from underneath you, some sort of like terrible consequence that hurt your feelings, but that you were just like, I don't even know where to begin with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so the thing about this is that I'm like pulling out the pattern from your childhood. This is not to say that something was your fault or wasn't your fault or was her fault or wasn't her fault. It's
Mm-hmm.
about recognizing like, okay, well, why is this shit happening now? Why does this pattern play out in your life where somebody's like fucking in and everything's glorious and then just like out of nowhere, you're like, wait, what? Like what? It's a childhood pattern for you.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
It also involved money, just to like that has been
Mm.
a like I can't help but notice, like, okay, I don't know if that made it more weird,
So
but
was
money
it
feels
money
like
money
it.
between the two of you or something happened?
Yes.
Oh, I
Yep.
see. Did you like
Yep.
give her money and then she was weird about it?
No, it was an exchange of service
Mm.
where it was just like you said before, like, yes, I got this, no problem. We're sharing. It's cool. Take your
Mhm.
time. And then when it came time, like some things happened, like really big things happened for her.
Mhm.
And when it came time for that project to be over, and we were just talking about what the money looked like, it was wild what she was asking for. And I was like, where'd this come from? Like, what happened? Where,
Mm.
like, this number is way off of what we ever
Yeah.
agreed upon. Like, where do you think I'm going to get this from? And we had a little bit of back and forth that felt like our first thing, that first little, like,
Yeah.
this is a
Yeah.
hard conversation, but we're here
Yeah.
and we're doing it. We're prepared for this. We talk about this. We got this, and we like cheered each other on to say it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
And then something else happened like right after that. I think that was okay, and then that was like, nope, none of it's okay, I'm out of here. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if it started to erode with the money situation, and then this last thing was just too much, or if it was
Is she
building.
partnered?
She's not.
Yeah. And does she have kids?
She has a kid, yeah.
Mhm. Because I'm seeing that there's stuff going on for her around her love life. And it might just be like
Hmm.
she's sad she doesn't have one. It might be like she's not really in a relationship and she's not really happy with what's happening. And the pressures of parenting.
Mm.
And that has nothing to do with you, but it has everything to do with her and her level of activation and her capacity. And
Hmm.
I think you've seen her do this with other people
Oh
where
my
she,
gosh.
you know what
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
right? She like
Yes.
she's like completely reasonable and fair. And then all of a sudden one day she's like so unreasonable and like you cannot talk to her.
Yeah. I've seen it with other people. So
Yeah,
of course I knew I was, I'm not above that.
totally.
I just hoped that it
Yeah.
wouldn't last so long and that we would just be able to bring it to the table, cry together. Like, I love
Mm-hmm.
a good cry, like
Mm-hmm.
to do it. But that has not happened. So I'm coming to the
So
terms of like, oh, okay, this is for real.
yeah, it is for real. And she doesn't forgive anyone. She gets
Mm,
dramatic and burns bridges. Haven't you seen
yes,
that?
that tracks. Yeah.
So the thing that you have a hard time with is you see evidence of how people close to you treat others. And you, in classic Pisces fashion, tell yourself, yeah, that's not a great quality, but it's not going to happen to me because we're special, right? And
This is what I'm talking about. Help. Oh my goodness. It's
so
so obvious that it's painful, but
I,
it's also like,
it's not obvious
but
when you're in
we
it.
we did our work. I
I
thought we
know
had built this beautiful foundation and
you
I
had,
was
you had, but you have a value system around staying and doing the work. Now, could we critique your willingness to stay and do the work when all signs point to get the fuck out? The building is burning. Yes,
I'm in that burning building.
I see you, and we're gonna get there. But I do think that the two of you in part worked because where she was like, I don't know, you were like, I do know, we'll do this. And she was
Oh
like,
my
okay.
gosh.
So you have this thing where you have all this excitement and you have all this energy, and you're like, I'm going to help us cross this bridge. And then your friendships are great or your love life is great. And everyone's like, I'll follow you on the bridge
Yeah.
until their bag gets just a little too heavy for them, or they get a pebble in their shoe, and then they're like, I'm not doing this shit anymore. You made me do this shit. And it gets really messy really quickly. And in regards to this friendship, what I'm going to say is there is a world in which the two of you could talk it through, reconnect. But she'll do it again because this is who she is at this time. And she is not doing the deep psychological and emotional work one would need to do to break this pattern, because she does this with everyone who gets close enough.
Yeah.
It looks like she even does it with her kid.
Yeah. I mean, really, I've seen it. I've
Yeah.
noticed it.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it.
It's just heartbreaking when someone does it to you.
I mean,
I have gone through this myself. I know a lot of people who go through it. It's like you see your friends like burning bridges and you're like, yeah, but that's not the same bridge as our bridge. Our bridge is special.
our
And
bridge is
yeah,
special.
yeah.
Yes.
And your bridge was special. Your friendship was special. And as painful as it is to go through what you're going through, honestly, it was an inevitability. And now that you're here, you have choices to make. The thing about this pattern for you, you love instant intimacy.
Mm.
You're like, let's get in there. Let's get close. Oh my God, I knew it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So the problem with that is that you forge these really gorgeous connections with people with a foundation of a lot of assumptions, or ignoring a lot of things, or just not knowing a lot of things.
Yeah, we were, yeah, yeah.
You went from like, I don't know you, to besties, and from besties to sisters. And
Yeah.
the truth is that when you do that, the first earthquake, like, okay, so like I lived in the Bay Area for a really long time. And the thing about earthquakes is like, if you, there's certain kinds of land you can build on that one little tremor and everything collapses. And there's
Mm.
other kinds of land you can build on that, a big tremor and you're likely to be fine. You keep on building relationships on, I don't know exactly what the land is, and it wouldn't matter because you
I
don't know
hear
the
you.
metaphor, but you get the metaphor. Okay, good.
I'm loving that
So,
metaphor.
okay, great.
Huh.
Capricorn moon, you can handle it. And Taurus Mars, right? So all of this to say, you can mourn this friendship, and obviously you should, but the real takeaway, my hope for you is the next close friendship that you build with a friend, slow it down. Like, you don't know how to date, you only know how to get married, right? Like, this is what you're doing in your friendships. And so like my advice is, okay, so you
Yeah.
become friends with somebody and you want to text them daily or like 15 times a day. So cut it by 50%. Whatever your instinct
Okay.
is, cut it by 50%.
Okay.
Do more things that force getting to know you conversations, because like the older you get, the harder it is to be like, where are you from?
Mhm.
Really getting to know who somebody is. We just kind of like get into activity partners
Yes.
and build on top of that. And you have really intense abandonment issues. Somebody ghosting you is like an act of violence for you. It's
Oh,
fucking awful.
the places my mind has gone, and I'm like, you know what? Oh, like I'm bringing myself back in. I'm talking myself out of doing, yeah, things that make me feel like retaliation,
Yeah.
resentful,
Yeah.
petty. I mean, petty, mean stuff that's like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. We've
It's
grown.
it's
Like, if
not
you
who
don't
you
have to do that.
are, but the survival mechanisms that you learned when you were little was like, fight like with like. You hurt me, I hurt you.
Yeah.
You get in and you earn my trust, and then you destroy my trust. Fine, I'll destroy your trust. Like, it's
Yeah.
a survival instinct that you have. And I want to say, like, okay, the fact that you're not acting on it is way more important than you might think it is. Like, because of the
Mm.
transit you're going through, your behavior at this time will act as a boomerang. It'll come back at you.
Mm.
So recognizing that those feelings are valid as feelings and not valid as motivations or actions
Hmm.
is a way of giving yourself permission to have petty, fucked up, resentful thoughts and feelings and to not act on them. Like, there's nothing wrong with feeling shitty feelings. It's just we don't want to like validate those feelings and use them as a foundation for behavior, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I really don't.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I really don't.
that's what's important. But in order for it to truly be like you get a gold star, you
Mhm.
have to not be mean to yourself also. You have to not
Mhm.
tell yourself, "Oh, I'm unlovable," or "I deserve this," or you can't be a jerk to her and you can't be a jerk to you.
Mm.
Otherwise, you're
Mhm.
not learning the lesson.
Fair, yeah.
Okay.
Equal.
So that said, I feel like we can go to husband.
Okay.
Do you feel so, or is there another
Yes, no,
relationship we
that
should look
feels
at?
good.
Okay,
No,
I
that's the main one.
that was
That
the
was
one.
like recent. It's
Mhm.
still like the morning is happening. It's real
It's very active. So, does your husband have long hair?
as of yesterday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
As of
recently.
yesterday. Okay. 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 Because I'm just making sure I'm seeing him. I've been seeing this man with long hair, and I'm just making sure it's him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have specific questions about the
Oh,
relationship?
I do, and I want
Hmm.
to keep it. I want to keep it really cute, right? I want to just be. It's so long, right? It's my life,
It's your
so
whole
it's
life.
been a rocky ride.
Hmm.
It's been a rocky ride. It's been fun. And
Hmm.
that's the thing. It's like I really value fun. I feel like I've had a lot of fun, but it's also been really demanding. So my question is like coming up on this late 30s and just tracking like that, okay, we're going into midlife, we're growing up a bit.
Yeah.
I don't have to do what I've been doing.
Hmm.
And the idea of not doing it, it's open. Like we've talked about it. I've shared that desire for space and for
Hmm.
difference and change. And then the truth is, my idea of caring for myself in that way,
Hmm.
it's so daunting. And I'm so mad that I'm like that being a grown up pisses me off so bad.
Hmm. Hmm. That fucking intercepted Sagittarius stuff in your first house.
It pisses me off to
Yeah.
think about insurance and like
Hmm.
water and just
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
Okay,
I
so let me
am.
get a couple contextualizing details.
Okay.
Are you financially dependent on him?
Oh my goodness, yes.
100% or 50%?
No, honestly, I'm gonna be. I don't know
Yeah,
how much. A lot.
a lot.
Until last year, this is year one of me working, and I've been
Okay.
out of work for a decade.
Okay. And were you raising kids the whole time?
Yes,
Okay. Wow. It's a lot of kids. It's a lot of kids.
a lot of
A lot of
children.
children. Okay. Okay. So money is an element. Now, when you think about wanting to be free,
Hmm.
are you talking about free of the living with him, being in a relationship with him, or are you talking about like having sex with other people or
The
both?
first,
The
not the
first.
former.
It's not
Yeah,
about sex. It's not about
I
opening up the
literally could
relationship.
not do it again, and I would be fine.
Okay, great. I hear you. Okay. Hopefully that won't be your life.
Well,
And
yeah,
also I'm
yeah.
hearing what you're saying and it makes
There's
it perfect.
absolutely no
Yeah.
desire to like date and get out there.
No, that's
No,
a
not
terrible.
that.
It's yeah, you're smart. You're smart. Okay, I'm going to look energetically at
Okay,
this. Will you say your full name and then say his full name and use your maiden last name?
fair.
Okay, okay, okay. I'm seeing it a little bit more clearly. You are so fiercely protective of your family.
Mm,
And you're in a little bit of an impossible situation, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. Ground me back into the question.
So the relationship is rocky. There has been trust issues, right? The back and forth, the growing up together, the forgiveness. For me, it just feels like when the activation happens, my number one thing is like, boom, I'm out of here.
I
Where
want to
can
get
I
the fuck
go?
out of
How
here.
far can
Yeah.
I run?
Mhm.
I mean, and not really run because I'm not a runner, but
No,
like
but
that's my number one thing is like, all right, that's it. Just boop, go.
okay,
And
so
there's no quick go.
so here's a question.
Okay.
When that feeling comes up, now I know 100% of the time you can't leave. But do you have like a room in the house, a car? Do you have like a shed in the backyard? Like do you have a place you could actually physically go when you get really activated?
I mean, technically, yeah, we have space in the house, but there's no designated me space,
Okay.
which
That's a
I've
problem.
known for a long time. It's like it's
Yeah, it's
essential.
essential. It's essential. So, okay, am I seeing that you have a backyard?
I do. Mhm.
I am seeing that. Okay. And is there not a shed in the backyard?
No, not in my backyard. There, no.
Am I seeing something but it's not yours?
Yeah, my neighbor has a beautiful shed that I
Okay.
gaze at.
Okay. That's why it's like part of your backyard experience because you're looking
Yes,
at it.
it's so
Okay.
close.
You're
Yeah.
like, bitch, give me that shed. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And getting the shed is getting a like shed for the backyard is unrealistic, right? It's expensive
It's
and
not actually. I mean, no, I've
oh,
had a shed in my Amazon cart. I've had one like at the Lowe's, and I've thought
okay.
about it. Yeah, I've thought about it.
Because let me tell you why I'm asking about this. Because there's a couple layers of what's happening here. One layer is listen,
Mm,
I want to run away is a fucking very old impulse for you. I can't tell if it was your mother or your father who had it, but it's like a family pattern. It's an
mhm,
intense old instinct that gets stronger and stronger the more trapped you feel.
hmm,
And that would happen with any man or in any situation. So
mhm.
there's that. The other thing is you're trapped. You're fucking trapped. You're trapped. And if even if the two of you have something that can be worked on and can be like made happier and less activating because you know you're trapped and then you have a fight and you're like fuck I need to get the hell out of here and then there's nowhere for you to go. You're in a
Mm,
cycle, this like cycle. So I'm kind of like okay, if you had a physical place you could physically go to like breathe, like, actually just, like, be in your own space, even if it was, like, a teeny grubby little shed that you, like,
mhm,
put something that felt like you and that wasn't shared.
mhm,
Hold on, let me just look at this. Would it actually help? It wouldn't
mhm.
help at first, but it would help over time. If you guys can afford it and you think you're gonna stay in this marriage, it's a worthy investment,
Okay.
you know?
I mean, that just confirms the she shed that I've been. Yeah, I
Okay,
would.
good,
That
good.
sounds so doable.
Because really, like, he doesn't wanna leave when you fight. That's actually not his instinct. Am I seeing that correctly?
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Honestly, you wouldn't have married him if he was a leaver. Like, that was just like you hate that. It's like your least
I
favorite
was gonna.
thing.
Yeah, that's. I
And
yeah.
so, like, for you to be able to say, "I'm fucking mad. I need to go in my she shed.
Mhm.
Let us talk about this in give me 15 minutes. Give me 3 hours," whatever the situation allows for.
Mhm.
Then you can go in there, blast music in your earphones. Then you can go in there and break shit. Then you can go in
Mhm.
there and meditate, whatever the moment calls for. Right now, everything you touch is shared.
Yeah.
And it's making you feel more and more claustrophobic and resentful of him. Man, does he know how to fucking, like, trigger you. I mean,
Oh my
he just it's just
god.
like I mean, it's like sometimes he says shit, and it's like he knows he could say it differently, the exact same thing, and it would be fine, but he says it in a way that gets you, right?
I mean, and when you said the last year, that's what I've recognized is like, why am I so irritated? And I'm sure I
Yeah.
irritate the hell out of him too, but I am so
You're
just
so
like,
irritated.
oh,
You're so irritated, and some of it's because you have a very predictable dynamic. There
mm,
is not a lot of change in it. There's
mm,
upsets in it, but it's like have you ever gone to Dollywood?
no.
I don't know. I went there once a long, long, long time ago, and there was this roller coaster. It like went up and then down, and then it went corkscrewed underground. And
Mm,
that's what it feels like your relationship is. It's like unexpected twists and turns, but it's the same unexpected twists and turns.
yeah.
And you're just trapped. Like you're I mean, I'm realizing I can say like a lot of words, but what it comes down to is you don't have a lot of freedom, and so when you're in these same fights over and over again, you feel like you're bluffing because there's nothing you
Hmm.
can do. Like there's nothing you can do. And also the two of you fight. Like the two of you like whatever, like you're a couple who knows how to fight. And I
Yeah.
actually don't think that's a bad thing. It's just there's a habit associated with it at this point that's not
Hmm.
serving the relationship. It's not serving your peace, you know.
Yeah.
Um when you work, are you working full time right now?
Technically, it is full time, yeah, but I'm working my way up to actually being full time.
I see, I
I
see.
see clients and I should be working more, but once I'm out and I leave the building, I'm
Mhm.
like, back burner, I'll get to it. And
I
so, yeah,
see.
I do work
And then when you say clients, what work do you do?
therapy.
Okay. So you work like at a place. You don't have
Yes.
clients. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, do you like being a therapist?
I love it.
Okay, because you're so well suited to it. It's like very impressive. Okay. But are you like year one of being a
I mean,
therapist?
literally, this is the tomorrow will be like year one. I was a lot of other things before that felt therapeutic,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yep.
getting paid is
Yeah.
it's not an easy thing to
It's
build.
it's not.
So
It's not. And it takes a long time to build confidence within a private practice, or like if you're at a hospital or whatever. Like it just takes time. It just takes
yeah.
time. So I'm gonna ask you some questions about your marriage, but I'm first gonna give you some homework. Okay.
Okay.
When you leave work, you drive, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a place that you could stop your car
Mm-hmm.
and, I don't know, take a brief walk or listen to a guided meditation in your car? Or do you see where I'm going with this? Like
Yeah.
something that is strictly for you,
Mm-hmm.
that on one day might take 15 minutes, on another day you might give yourself an hour. Is that a possibility, or are you always rushing home?
Some days I could. Yeah, I could definitely incorporate that.
Okay. So I'm going to give you the homework of going through your schedule and like scheduling it in a couple times a
Okay.
week, that you're going to do something for yourself. I mean, if you want it to be a pedicure or something like that, whatever, go for it.
Alone.
But alone is the point.
Alone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's alone, and it's also spontaneous a little bit, right? Like it's like,
Hmm.
oh, if it's nice out, then maybe I'll take a walk. And if it's shitty weather, then maybe you'll just like whatever, do something else. Maybe you had
Okay.
like difficult clients, or you want to murder your husband, then you
Yeah.
do a guided meditation in your car, right?
Yeah.
And I think that part of what this is about, of course, is like giving yourself space and time, but it's also about you practicing making choices for yourself.
Mm.
Because part of that feeling of being trapped is, you can make choices for yourself, but you're so out of habit, you haven't
Mm-hmm.
developed the skill. And so these little choices are actually going to be a big deal in your psyche, in your heart.
Yeah, I've done something similar to this before
Great.
that was so small and silly, but it was like actually, yeah, it opened something up in me. So
That's
that
what it
makes
does.
sense.
That's what it does. I think the idea that we have to do something like massive in order to create change is, it's like a misunderstanding of how brains work and how psyches work
Hmm.
and how emotions work, right? So the next thing I'm going to give you homework around
Hmm.
is bill pay.
Hmm.
There's the process of paying bills, as in like the money coming out of your account, and then there's the process of
Hmm.
paying bills as in looking at the bill and being aware of the bill. And is everything on auto deduct in your house?
I mean, 100%.
Okay. I'm going to give you the homework of, at some point
Hmm.
in the course of the Mercury retrograde, okay?
Okay.
Let's make this a Mercury retrograde exercise for you. You're going to sit down with the logins for all your shit, all your shared shit
Hmm.
that your husband's been taking care of. You're going to log in. You're going to hate every minute of it, and it's going to go poorly. Okay. Predictions. And
Got it.
just look at it. Just look. How much money have you all been spending? When does the money come out?
Hmm.
Just do this. And again,
Hmm.
it's going to do two things. It's going to be, well, it's going to do three things. It's going to annoy the fuck out of you. Okay, that's number one. But number two is, it's going to be information.
Yeah.
And then three is, it's going to shift the energy of dependency that you have with him.
Hmm.
If you met this man and you just like had a conversation with this guy, yeah, you'd like him. You'd
Hmm.
like him. But this person that you're like fused together with is
Yeah.
driving you nuts.
Yeah.
And so leaving is the last straw, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's the very last straw. And so what I'm pointing you towards is like taking responsibility for things that are stuck, that are yours.
Mm. Hmm.
I
Fair.
I will say about him, there's something about him where I'm like, yeah, this guy,
Such a guy. Yeah.
he's such a guy. But he's very responsive to you leading the way. So if you decide in the month of February that you're not going to fight with him, he's going to quickly catch on.
Hmm.
Is that correct from what you experienced?
I think my point of view is just so skewed. And that's like truly, it's so skewed that I'm just like, I don't know.
What is it? What is your point of view? Share it.
If when you say like taking the lead and like that makes me feel like well, I know emotionally
Mm-hmm.
I take the lead.
Yeah, you do.
But as far as like if I stopped arguing and I was just having a chill month, would he catch on to that and be like, "Oh, we're having a chill month"? I guess he would, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't still be annoyed.
Absolutely. Agreed. 500%. But
So
I
yeah, this is
think,
back to me. Okay.
yeah, but the thing that's valuable here is that he's trainable. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people aren't. You're not. I'm not. We're not trainable for real.
Okay.
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 Okay. Because, and that there's usually in relationships is one person who's a little more malleable
Hmm.
than another in this way. It's like
Hmm.
you couldn't date yourself. The good news is, and this doesn't mean he's perfect and it doesn't mean everything's on you at all. It just means if you change, he will adapt to it because he's a lot more responsive to you than it feels like.
Hmm.
And that's in part because you two set up a dynamic when you were too young to set up a dynamic that was going to last forever. And it hasn't really changed. It's just become more reactive
Yeah.
and explosive.
Hmm.
And so, what is making you miserable, if I may use such a strong word,
Yeah.
is that you're trapped.
Mm. Not the first time I've heard
Yeah,
that.
I'm
And
sure.
yeah, I
I'm
knew that.
sure.
That like that's the obvious I was speaking of. It's like,
Yep.
yeah, I that tracks. That makes sense. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And in terms of like the other potential obvious is, should you just leave? Is this just broken and irreparable? The answer is no. It's not broken and irreparable. It's not. And that doesn't mean that you can have a different relationship with somebody that you've had the same relationship with for 20 years. I
Hmm.
don't know. But neither
Yeah.
do you. You don't know. And the reason why I don't know
Mhm.
is because you don't know. It is possible that you could do all the fucking work on yourself and you'd still be like this guy. Like, that's possible. But it's equally possible that you could do the work on yourself and then the two of you could kind of like get to know each other as
Mhm.
adults in a new way.
Mm.
But it will require that you know that you can leave him.
Mhm. I feel like that is it for me.
That's it. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
and I technically I can, right? Like
Yes.
financially even. It
Yeah.
would just be
It it
it's that feeling of just like it would not be easy.
no. It's not easy to stay and it wouldn't be easy to go.
And that's the stuck part for me. I
Mhm.
don't feel trapped, honestly. I do feel like if push came to shove and I said like whatever,
Mhm.
I could take the steps today, like not last year, not
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Right.
I could take the steps and make it. I could do it.
Mhm.
But my gosh.
Agreed. My gosh. Yeah, I mean, it would be so hard. And also, I want to say that you're really good friends, even though I don't think you're really good friends. Does that
Mm.
make sense?
Ah, it's so funny. We talk about that all the time. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're
And
really,
again, the friendship thing for me, it
yeah.
reminds me of the friend we talked about first, where it's like, yeah, we're friends until boop.
Until, exactly. It's like you have this foundation. You actually do know each other. You actually enjoy each other.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes. I have so much fun.
Yeah, I see that. And, and you fight like you're 23. You fight like you're 23 and there's no kids in the house. And like, this is the hardest part about partnering with somebody pre Saturn return.
Mm.
And this is why I'm always just like, maybe just wait. And
Yeah.
it's for this thing that you're at. It's so hard to be your wise, integrated, metered adult self with someone who knows your feral side. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like
I
you
hear
you
you.
act you fight feral with each other. There's an element of that I think is like what actually keeps you close. Like it's not 100% bad having that capacity.
Hmm.
What's really bad is that it's your go-to.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you because we can't control him.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yes. So the most recent thing he did to piss you off, no matter how big or small it was, what was it?
It was a lack of communication.
Was it just like
Just like
today?
literally Sunday.
Okay.
No, it was Sunday.
2 days ago. Okay, great.
Which caused the question, which when I heard the last podcast of like activation and it's bringing up
Mm-hmm.
this, and I'm like, ooh, I mean, fire in my belly
Yeah.
type of activation.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
yeah,
Because of what he said or didn't say.
yep. And then
Okay.
the response, it was
Mm-hmm.
like, if I said this and you felt my hurt and my concern, then move quicker, do
Yep.
something, like meet me, come. And he's
Yeah.
like, okay, it's no big deal. I'm doing this. And I'm like,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
So yeah.
Some of what I see happened. And that fucking full moon, that full
Mm,
moon, like, I'm just hearing from so many people that, like, there was like explosions. It was just like a very intense gateway into eclipse season. What I'm seeing in that dynamic, and thank you for sharing with me what happened, the seed of him doing something annoying, and you
mm-hmm,
went from 0 to 20,
mm-hmm.
and then he was reacting to your energy and not to your words.
Yeah, okay.
So let me just slow that down and look at the energy as it moves. Hold on. Okay, you're at this point in your dynamic where you're like, I don't fucking have to tell you anymore. You actually already know this information. You are not my child. You should get this.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like me.
Okay. Okay. And he actually knows that he's going to piss you off sometimes, but it's like he also knows you'll tell him what to do. So what's the point?
Mm,
So he has this kind of like classic, like learned helplessness thing going on
okay.
in your dynamic.
Okay.
Do you like tell him what to do a lot?
That sounds awful.
It's not
That sounds
awful.
awful.
No, it's not awful.
Probably.
It's
Like
a
just thinking
thing.
back,
Yeah.
yeah, I probably do. I
Yeah.
probably do.
Like, don't put the glass there, put it over there. Wait a minute. Wait, just wait until
Oh my
yeah.
goodness. You
Okay.
know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
I mean, with
With
everything.
everything. With stupid shit, with deep shit, all the shit. Okay.
Yep. And I'm
Okay.
like, I know this because
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So your side of it is you are hypervigilant
Mm-hmm.
and you micromanage as a result of your hypervigilance.
Tracks.
Also, he is like, there's no point in me doing anything because you're going to correct it anyway. So I'll just wait for you to tell me what to do.
Mm.
If you're going to snap at me anyways, I might as well just do nothing until you snap.
Mm-hmm.
Now, listen, there are problems with both fucking approaches.
Mm-hmm.
You have created like a salad no one wants to eat together. And you're both
Yeah.
like eating it. Okay.
It's soggy.
It's
Ugh.
soggy. It's like nothing is delicious in the salad and no one's digesting it well. However,
Mm-hmm.
at this point, what I'm seeing is that like he does not listen to your words because your tone
Mm.
is not something he can hear. Okay.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Now, just because your tone is a problem doesn't mean we take him off the hook,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't control him. You can only control you. So I'm going to say another piece of homework I'm going to give you is every time you have a feeling about this man, because he did some stupid shit, put the glass in the wrong place, said it wrong, didn't say it enough, whatever it is. And I want to say for the record, 98% of the time you're right. Just for the record, okay?
Thank
like,
you. I mean,
yeah, there's no question. There's no question. It's not about that. It's not
no, I
about
get
whether
it.
or not you're right. You're right.
Okay.
You are
Fair.
right. I can see it. You are correct. What I want to advise you to do the next time there's like a thing, take a
Mm-hmm.
breath and say to yourself, on a scale from 1 to 10, how annoying is he being right now? Give it a number.
Okay.
Validate that you are right. You have a right to feel whatever the fuck you feel. And ask yourself, can I accept this in this moment? Because that's the actual problem.
Yep.
You're fighting your reality.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I recognize that I have a similar annoyance, right? Something that somebody does at work, and I can tolerate it. I watch them. I'm annoyed by it, but I can sit there. I'm an
Yeah.
adult. But when the same thing happens with him, oh my goodness. And I
it's
noticed
like
it and I was like, wait a minute,
impossible.
we just sat through that yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, so it is.
Can I
It's
accept
so
it?
much more
Yeah, it's can I
acceptance.
accept it? And if you say to yourself, I can accept that he's putting the glass down wrong, or he's like unloading the dishwasher stupid, or whatever the fuck he's
Mm-hmm.
doing. If you can accept it, what you're also saying to yourself is that it's okay to have your feelings and not do something about them.
Mm.
Because in the moment, the feeling is, if I don't fucking advocate for myself, I am being walked all over. If I don't try to do something about this, I will drown in this fucking feeling.
Yeah.
And when your coworker or your friend does the identical thing, it doesn't have the backlog associated with it. So it doesn't feel like, you're in a tank and the water's getting deeper and deeper.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so the thing is you're pissed. Do you exercise?
I just started.
Great.
Yeah.
And what do you do when you exercise? Is it like,
I'm doing strength stuff, some hit stuff, some
great,
cardio.
great. Have you ever tried boxing or
Love
capoeira?
kickboxing.
Okay, great. Try to throw that in there. You need to kick some ass. You know
I
what I'm saying?
do.
You need to
Yeah.
like beat something up. And
Okay.
I want to just say, like, your anger is glorious. I am a fan of your rage. Right now, your anger is burning you alive.
Mm.
It's fucking eating you. Do you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I hear you.
Yeah. And it's because you don't have space to yourself to off gas, and you don't have an outlet. So every time he like slurps his drink, you're like, I will murder you and it will be justified.
Literally the wrong smack of a
Yeah.
food. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, murder is justified. Anyone would understand in a court of law. Like, totally. Yes, I am with you. I understand. I totally get where you're at here. But the practice of when you are using your legs to fucking kickbox, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Visual, like, allow yourself to bring up the last time you did something stupid and
Okay.
kick it. I want to
Gotcha.
encourage you to take that energy and channel it. Now,
Gotcha.
if you do not use your body as a conduit to clear cortisol, to clear your adrenaline, it gets trapped as trauma. And
Okay.
so you and me walking around getting traumatized and annoyed and pissed off and traumatized and terrified and pissed off, but
Yeah.
never channeling it through our bodies, it
Mm-hmm.
becomes this shit that we don't know how to process. And this is why I want, even though you're a Pisces and it might feel like you're being mean, I want to encourage you to like literally just channel your rage about the dishes or about something
Mm-hmm.
stupid as you like push yourself, or as you like lift a weight. Maybe that'll work for you. I don't
Okay.
know. And see if it helps to actually shake it off
Mm-hmm.
so that you're not constantly in this backlog of annoyance in the
I hear
dynamic.
you.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like in my heart right now, I'm thinking it just feels like pounding the pavement and running.
Yes.
It's so
Yes.
cold here, but running, does that try? Okay.
Yes.
Because I feel like when I run, I come back. I mean, that bilateral is just like, whoo.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So there's one thing about running that I
Mm-hmm.
was taught by a healer many years ago, which is when you're running, you can kind of outrun your own aura. And so sometimes when you're
Hmm.
done with like a good run, this is why you don't hear me recommending running a lot. Because often
Yeah.
when you're done with a really good run, you can feel like this sense of like kind of like total like empty of all your shit. And that's
Mhm.
because you've literally like distanced yourself from yourself. You've like
Wow.
outrun yourself in a way, but you
Thank you
always
for
come back
sharing
to
that.
you.
Mm.
So experiment with it. Be conscientious. I'm going to channel this energy through my legs, through my feet, leave it on the pavement, leave it on the pavement.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can come back and then you're helped for more than 15 minutes, like if you're not back to annoyed in 20
Yeah.
minutes, great, it works. And if you're back to
Okay.
annoyed in 20 minutes, you can be like, okay, shit. Okay, I'm going to track that. Maybe that's not the best move for releasing energy. It's the best move for my body, but not for
Okay.
my emotions. So
Fair.
yeah. And if you do end up getting yourself a she shed, like you can whatever, like if there's enough room,
Mm-hmm.
do jumping jacks, you can lift weights in there. Like you can do something physical
Mm-hmm.
if that helps you to orient into your body so that you can check in and see, can I accept this?
Okay.
Can I accept this? Hold on now. Bear with me.
Homework with a she shed.
Yeah, get a she shed. I'm
I'm,
very excited about this for you.
oh my goodness.
I think it's really important in your dynamic with your partner that you say to him before you purchase the she shed, it's a thing that you're doing for yourself. But I think it's important to express to him, I know I get intense. I know I
Mm-hmm.
get mad. I want to work on it. I have to work on it for myself and not for you.
Okay.
Like, be honest with him. Like, I need
Mm-hmm.
to find some peace inside of myself. And so I'm going to use this thing as a way to like deal with the ways in which I feel trapped and give myself a place that's my place.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he will actually have a little bit of a hard time hearing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think he needs to hear it because that's actually what's wrong.
Yeah.
He's annoying, sure, okay, whatever, who cares? But like that's actually not what the problem is. At the scale of your problem, like on a scale from 1 to 10, at this point, your self-regulation is so kind of off kilter in the relationship, not in your whole life, just in the
Mm-hmm.
relationship, that you can't tell how annoying he is or not. Like
Mm,
you
I
actually don't
agree.
know.
I agree.
Yeah. And so like naming that for him, finding a way to communicate that to him so he understands that you understand that you're coming at the dynamic in a way that's not working for you. It's not working for him, but it's also not
Mhm.
working for you, and that this is a way you're going to work on it. I think
Okay.
is important because I mean, you can be like whatever she should, and like, just be like I'm going to get this thing. I really want this thing. I deserve this thing. But that's only
Mhm.
part of the story.
Okay.
Tell him the whole story.
I have anger, I have some things I need to work on. I need some space
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
process these things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What does he do for a living?
He's an independent contractor. So, like logistics and moving and delivering items.
Okay, because I'm seeing he does something with his body. Is that correct, or is he just a really physical person?
The job is really physical.
Okay, the
Yeah.
job
It's
is
like
really physical.
lifting and moving. And
Okay,
I mean, if you have any feedback, he's so done with it. He's
I
like,
see that
oh my gosh.
he's
And I'm
also
so
feeling
done with it
trapped.
for him.
He's
Yeah.
so trapped feeling, and
Yeah.
he, there's a part of like what you need for yourself. He doesn't need the exact same thing, but he does need something similar, right?
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to relax. He actually doesn't care if there's kids around. Or there's like, if he's in the room alone or not. Like that's actually not the biggest problem for him.
Mm-hmm.
For him, he's caught in this cycle and he's not doing what he wants in the cycle, in the relationship and
Mm-hmm.
at work. And
Mm-hmm.
and is this his own business, you said?
It is
Yeah.
technically like a independent contractor style.
Okay.
So he doesn't have all the autonomy he wants, and that's the most frustrating part
Yep.
for me. That and the
Yep.
job itself. So, yeah.
I think that there is a world in which he could take it's like 60% of what he does
Mm-hmm.
and keep it and adapt it and make it his own. The
Yeah.
problem is it would take a huge amount of like mental and emotional effort to do it. It's not like it's outside of his skill set. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
he couldn't do it. He's like a reliable, smart, adaptable adult. Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Um but it's kind of like he hasn't caught his breath.
I mean, really, that
Y-
is, I mean, when you said relax, that is 100% it. It's like
Yeah.
the ability to take a break and actually slow down and turn
It's
off his brain.
what he's doing when he gets home is he's like unplugging and escaping
Yep.
and not relaxing, because relaxing actually takes more energy than checking out, right? And that's why most
Mm,
adults, we check out after work instead of actually relax. um
yeah.
so for him, oh gosh, this is tricky because everything is tied up in everything for him, right? He has a harder time
Hmm.
parsing apart the pieces. He really wants to make a change, but hmm, you're too in it. You talk to him about this a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're too in it. And so is he
You mean
open?
in his decision making and like in his what's
His
next?
need to change. You have like the same conversation over and over again, the two of you, about this.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
he's resisting you in the way he does. Like
Mhm.
he's waiting for you to fix it. And he resents that you're trying to fix it, even though he desperately needs your help, which is, I could say the same thing about you in different ways, right? With him. Like you have a
I have
dynamic.
no clue what you're talking
Okay.
about, but I'm following you.
Okay. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, really, I don't have a clue, but the power
Interesting.
dynamic situation of presenting and wanting
Yeah.
sounds, yeah, that sounds like us for
Okay.
sure.
Okay. So do you bring up him needing to change his work?
Only in response to him. Yes, I do.
Okay.
If I notice him looking exhausted or overwhelmed or upset,
Totally.
I'm like, you got this.
Yeah.
Forget them. Like, we can. And honestly, this is what I thought you would speak on. I have had a dream, and maybe this is some way crazy, idealistic thing you can tell me to just squash.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, we work together. Like, there's a family business and it's
Mm.
thriving. And we're like, we usually work really well together
Mm-hmm.
when it's good.
So your idea is not his idea.
Yeah.
Your idea is your idea. And he doesn't bring up the desire to change jobs very frequently, does he?
He doesn't.
No. And what I'm suggesting is that the two of you have a dynamic where he's not happy. Okay. He's not
Yeah.
happy at work. And you're like, babe, you're not happy. Fucking X, Y, Z. These are options. And
Mm-hmm.
you now have had this dynamic for so long that he, like a child, is resentful that you're telling him to change. And also he's kind of like passively, he doesn't think of it this way, but he's waiting for you to come up with the perfect idea that fixes everything.
I wish I could. Yeah, I hear
But
you.
that's not going to work,
No,
because he knows you're getting a reading right now, right?
no,
Oh,
no,
he
no.
doesn't. Would he be
Trust
weird
him.
about it?
No, I really thought about asking him to join for a couples reading, but I
Mm-hmm.
was like, this is really not his jam.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me just do my thing
So
alone. And
so
yeah,
this is what I'm going to say. You can tell him you got the reading and this is what I said, if you
okay.
think he'll be open to hearing that.
I
Okay?
would be happy to relay the
Okay.
message to another person.
Okay, great. This is the message. The
Okay.
message is, it's time for you, Gayle, to give him the space to ask for help and to stop supporting him in the way you've been doing by saying, babe, you're obviously struggling. Let's come up with this new idea or whatever. What you're
Okay.
doing is exactly what I would do, right? You see a problem, speak a problem. Let's find a solution. That is what I would do.
Okay.
It is not working in your dynamic. If you just met this guy, he would totally love the help and then he would get inspired by it. But you have a dynamic. You're too in it. And so
Mm-hmm.
saying to him, Jessica said, I need to stop fucking doing this with you.
Okay.
And I'm going to wait for you to ask for help if ever you want it. And you
Okay.
just need to tell him this, because you need to let him know it's going to be a feat of strength for me to not fucking give you advice. And I'm doing it, I'm pulling back so that I can leave space for you to figure this out without my energy in it so much, without my like, because what works for you does not work for him.
Mm.
You have a very entrepreneurial mindset.
Yeah.
He does not. He is really well suited to being an entrepreneur,
Okay.
but he's
Okay.
not. That's not exactly his mindset.
No, it's not his bait. You're so right.
Mm-hmm. So
That's so true.
you see his
He
potential.
got this job because of a conversation that yeah, it was
Mm-hmm.
very much like a me. You can do that. Of
Yep.
course you can. Yeah,
Yep. And
I built it up.
now he has to come to it on his own. Much like you need to figure out how after work to sit for 15 minutes in your car and just fucking like sing along to your favorite song and then go home instead of just going home. He needs to figure out how to build himself up outside of your vision and your language. Much like how it doesn't matter what he says, there's a part of you that's just like reacting right now.
Mhm.
Trust, it's mutual. Okay.
Okay.
So when you try to help him, he's at a time in his life where he can't be helped. He needs to help himself.
Mm-hmm.
This is midlife crisis shit. You know what I mean? He's only 3
Very
years
much.
older
I
than
mean,
you,
one.
but that's where he's at. And
Yeah.
so letting him know, like, I it's hard for me to not give advice because that's like how I know how to be like supportive, but I'm not going to give you advice. But if you ask me for advice, I will have an excessive amount of it. But I don't want you to feel unloved when I pull back my advice. Just say that to him,
Okay.
okay?
Gotcha. I'm
And
gonna.
and if
Okay.
he comes to you in 6 weeks or 6 months or whatever, and is like, I actually am ready to change. Help me do this. Then he's actually going to be able to take the advice you're giving him. Right now,
That makes
it's just
sense.
more feedback. It's just he's putting it in the like filter of not listening to you,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which drives you
Fair.
fucking nuts. It drives you nuts.
Fair.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Keep on work. I'm
yeah.
just like, okay, I'll just watch this thing happen.
Watch it
Okay.
happen. Let him. Or okay, let me reframe that for you. Don't watch this thing happen.
Yeah.
Instead, let him come to it in his own way.
Fair.
You have kids, so you see the only way to learn how high you can go on a swing is to fall off a damn swing, right?
Yeah. Got him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you keep on stopping him from having that mental struggle because you're
Mm-hmm.
doing the work for him. Again,
Mm.
I identify with you in this situation. I am very much like you in this context. So don't want you to feel judged or critiqued
Oh no.
even. It's just like you have a relationship dynamic that is it's like half your fucking life old. And the two of you need to break it up. And the only way that will change is if you change because you're a little bit of the leader in this
Mm-hmm.
dynamic, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a very difficult road with the two
Mm-hmm.
of you. It will require taking more accountability for yourself and him taking more accountability for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and as a result of that, having like both of you taking responsibility for your own boundaries so that if you snap at him, he can say, hey, listen, what you're saying is fine, but the way you're saying it is that's not cool. And
Mm-hmm.
if he says it without like snapping back, right? You're actually going to hear that because
True.
you're just talking to him like you talked to him when you were 23. It's just like
I
that's what
do.
this is.
Yeah.
This is not adult you. This is like barely an adult you.
No, I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel the
Yeah.
activation of like where that part of me just came out of nowhere, and now I'm like a young 20-some year
Yeah.
old
You're a kid. You're a
sweating
kid.
under my pits
Yeah.
and
Totally. Sweating under your pants.
oh,
And
but okay.
but it
Okay.
does look like the two of you can get through this. And
Okay.
I'm not going to say like, oh, I think you're definitely going to stay together forever. But like, I feel like you have a lot of really wonderful parts in your relationship to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, if you're not friends, it's really hard to make a marriage work long
Mm-hmm.
term, especially like between equals and you are equals. You do have a good foundation in your friendship. You have problems in your friendship, but you've a good foundation in your friendship.
Yeah, it feels solid when it's
It
solid. It
it
feels so
does.
good when it's good, and then it's like, ah, poof, out of here.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
I hear what you're saying. Pull back.
pull back.
I hear you say go slower.
I am.
Focus on your stuff. Like
Yep.
look at yourself.
Yep. And in the process of that,
Mm-hmm.
don't deny your emotions. I think you have this habit of like convincing yourself to like do the right thing by shoving your emotions somewhere. And what I'm saying is like, okay, but you have to feel your feelings. It's just recognizing like, okay, I am feeling an activation level of 10 because he did something weird with the dishes, but it's actually not that fucking deep.
Yeah.
And so I know that my activation is not just about this moment. How do I need to take care of myself? Instead of how do I need to teach him to finally never do this again? Right? Because if we can't accept that our partner is a different person and does shit differently than us, then it's hard to stay in the partnership. And through this process, allowing him to fall off the swings is going to
Mm-hmm.
be a big part of this. Is like, let him make mistakes. Let him do it wrong. Let him experience the consequences of it. And
Mm-hmm.
it won't just help him. It'll help you feel more free because you're not feeling like you're constantly needing to be hypervigilant and caring for this man
Yeah.
who actually can care for himself if given the
Yeah,
chance.
he's so capable.
He's
Yeah.
incredibly capable. He's like, I mean, we could sit and like talk shit about him if we wanted to, but he's a great guy. He's a great guy. You know what I mean? There's like a lot of things wrong with him, but he's a person, whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you do have something worth working on. And I don't know if you know this, but I tell people to break up with people all the time. But this
Listen, I
is not
was
it.
totally prepared. I was so prepared for you to say any amount of things, and
Yeah.
I would have just, received it, processed it,
Yep.
did what I
I
wanted with
understand.
it. But I definitely know that you're not, yeah, you're not
Yeah.
going to hold back. So
No,
that
no.
does mean, it means a lot. I also heard you say that, yes, you could, but not right now. Like, yeah, working together is good for you. You
Yes.
have that
Yes.
entrepreneurial mind.
Yep.
Maybe not,
Not
like
yet.
maybe just,
It's not
maybe not
yet.
that.
It's not
Okay.
yet because with the level of fighting the two of you do, it will bleed into the business. That's one reason.
Okay.
The other reason why is you feel trapped now, have your whole income tied to this man.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get you to do less things tying yourself to him for now, because
Hmm.
then I just wish we talked about this more as a society. Over the course of a marriage, like a marriage
Hmm.
that lasts years, you will have to just like at times be like, do I want to be with this stranger, and why have I tied my life to this fucking person, right? Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have to you have to really consider leaving somebody to decide to stay with them.
Oh, I've been there. Yeah.
I mean, I know, honestly, like based on the energy when we first started talking, I was like, oh shit, we're gonna have a divorce conversation. But actually, no, I actually don't think that's what it is. I think it could go there, but I don't think it
Once I
has to go
relax,
there.
I'm like, oh, let me.
It's
I mean, I can literally feel the difference in my chest once I calm down
yeah,
and my brain, that frontal is back on. I'm like,
yes,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
It's really about giving yourself space to have feelings instead of rushing to be like, feelings means thoughts, feelings means words, feelings means actions.
Mm-hmm.
And this process for you happens so quickly, and you have such an ingrained habit with this man that these are not going to be easy habits to break. And also, if you break these habits, the chances are really high that you'll want to stay with him
Okay.
because he'll follow your lead. And that's the thing that we like about him, is that like he doesn't do what he's told, but he follows your lead. Do you know what I mean?
I 100% know what you
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
And I mean, even that's irritating. Now I'm like, is it me? Am I the trauma?
Sorry, but
I've,
that's good.
I've
It's good. It's what you
recognized that.
want. It's what you want. You want somebody, if he did what he was told, you would have no respect for him.
I really, oh my goodness. I told him that probably like month 2 or 3. Like, please don't be that guy that
Yep.
just like sits around and waits for me to tell you what to do. And when I do tell you what to do, a little bit of me does want him to say, oh, okay, yeah, I'll clean the garage.
Of
But
course.
then if I go start cleaning, he just comes and helps. And I'm like, no, don't help me now when you didn't, like, it's awful.
Okay, I'm really glad you brought that up. Moving forward, I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to give you a mental reframe for you to try on. And it may be a lie and it may be the truth. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
The mental reframe is you start cleaning the garage. He comes and helps you. You're going to say to yourself, how lovely. This man wants to be a part of what I'm doing. How
Oh,
lovely.
lovely.
I don't have to do this on my own.
This man wants to be a part of what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a reframe. Honestly, it may be a lie. He might just be helping you because he's scared you're going to get mad at him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Either
matter.
way,
It
yeah,
doesn't
I'm hearing
matter.
you.
Yeah, just try on the mental reframe and
I
like
love it. I
make
love a reframe.
yeah, I see you do. Oh, I see you
Mm.
do. And it's about like you can make it a mantra. So as you're like, I want to murder him. Not only is he in this garage now, he's doing this thing wrong that I didn't want him to do. You're just going to let him fucking do the wrong thing. You're going to just let him do the thing, and you're going to just repeat that reframe over and over and again.
I can
And
do that.
even practice saying to him, oh, I'm so glad that you joined me. This is actually helpful that you're here.
Yeah. Thank you.
And you can even try being like, okay, I was working for the last 20 minutes. Hey, do you mind just sticking with this for another 20 minutes? I got to go take a run. And then when you run, you're like throwing energy into the cement and seeing how it goes. You can experiment with different ways, but
Okay.
it's practicing permitting your emotions while reframing how you hold them.
Mm. That's the part I haven't done.
Yeah.
That reframing how I hold them. I like that homework
Yeah.
because yeah, they come. They're here. When will this
The
transit
transit be
be
over.
at
Okay.
high irritate? Are
Okay.
you saying yes, girl? This is just who you are.
I'm saying both. You are, I mean,
Okay.
this is like, listen, you've been this way your whole relationship, and it's been significantly more intense and worse lately, right?
Okay.
So in January of 2027, it's mainly over, but it comes back for you September of 2027 through mid-November of 2027.
Okay.
So you have a last gasp of it then. So it's, you have a little chunk of time left.
Hmm.
And then
Hmm.
honestly, if I'm being totally honest with you, because I feel like let's not lie to each other.
I love that.
Okay, thank you. Your Pluto square to Pluto, which is a midlife crisis transit, right? Happens to everyone around the same age. Yours will start in January of 2029. So
Okay.
you're only going to have like a year off of 2 Pluto transits that activate the same shit. Okay.
Mm.
So we're
Okay.
going to end on this. Your Pluto square to Pluto is going to do what everybody's Pluto square to Pluto does. It's going to trigger childhood trauma and the coping mechanisms that you are using from your childhood that do not serve your adulthood. That's what the Pluto
Okay.
square to Pluto does. Okay. And
Okay.
so, whatever you don't work out in your ego responses and in your relationship to anger by, within, in 2026 and in 2027,
Hmm.
it'll be harder and you will do the work.
Okay.
29, 30, 31. So it's like a 2-year transit. So all of 29, all of 30. So up until 30, 31. Sorry.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Last question.
Yeah.
Ego responses.
Mm-hmm.
Ego for me, like I don't say I don't know a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
When you say ego, do you mean like that individual, like it's me and I know part of me that just wants to control things?
For you, contextual to our conversation, I would
Mm-hmm.
say it's entitlement. What
Thank you.
happens for you when you're activated is you're trying to fuck with me? Hell no. I have a right to stand up for myself.
Gotcha.
And this is where I want to be really clear. Do not shit on your ego. Your ego is so important. And it's not about we don't want you to have a weak ego.
Yeah.
But it's about
Yeah.
recognizing that a truly strong ego is adaptable. And when you get to a level of activation of your ego that's not adaptable, then you're just fucking like kicking and punching and screaming, right? Like it's
Mm-hmm.
not even directed anymore. You're
Mm-hmm.
not making your life better.
Okay.
And so making sure that you're not a victim and then
Mm.
making sure that you're not a perpetrator, coming to the
Mm.
center is being like, oh, I have a right to my emotions and I am entitled to my emotions. And I'm not entitled to any tone of voice, any behavior, any set of words.
Mm-hmm.
It's about like recognizing like what is the sweet spot for you. And
Okay.
and within that, I want to just acknowledge like that's going to be different for different people and in different relationships and in different moments.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a hard and fast rule on this one, right? Like
Thank you.
you
Yeah.
as a therapist, you recognize when it's important to push people, right? And when it's
Mm-hmm.
important to yield.
Mm-hmm.
You have that skill set. It as a therapist, partially of course you got training, but there's another piece of why you're so good at this. You're good at this because the expectations of that relationship are literally written
Yep.
and you feel safe that way.
Love a black and white. Yeah.
Yes, you do. And so when it comes to a marriage, like, okay, well, you know what to do in public. But when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to like the reality of like, is he trying to take something from me? Is he demanding something of me? That is
Okay.
like where it's just like your
Thank
fucking
you.
thing goes all over the place, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm glad we got to that.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I thank you for that.
My pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Whew.
So there's a lot to work with here. I hope if it feels right that you have a conversation with him based on
Hmm.
the stuff we
I
kicked up.
definitely will.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, good, good. And also that you get a beautiful, beautiful she shed.
I thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Every year they say the end is near, but we're still here.